And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Rebels taking on the Tigers. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Just about to get started, and starting in this one, Drew Thorpe.
Well, just a three-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, it's not a lot for a starter. So always very important for him to have a good feel and command all three. Sometimes you can make that three look like four if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on one. But, one thing about it, it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound. So hitters are aware of that. Mixing those three pitches in all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Nasim Nunez. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to first, could be 2. Throws to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's the third baseman, Jalen Palmer. Nunez leads off first with 1 away. Base knock right field. Throw into third. He's in there.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Next is the speedy first baseman. That one is absolutely belted. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Two on, 1 out. Boone will hit next. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Next up, it's the first-year shortstop. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw in, but it's offline. It's 3-zip. Number 18 with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
2 outs, runner at first. Now here is Charles De Jesus. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
The catcher, Anthony.
Now the catcher up to hit, Anthony Mulrine. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in his first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. The Rebels out front, 3-0. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Samuel Aldegari. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
The count.
And the sweeper is off the plate. One gone, bottom half of the first. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Now the number 2 hitter. Maybe not an elite level switch hitter, but still a guy. Some contact and just success as a hitter from both sides of the plate. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone.
The left fielder, Jacob.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder.
Well, he doesn't get too big with the swing. He knows how to hit behind runners, and those are guys that can just smell that RBI. So when you're talking about a consistent player like this that can give you good at-bats from each side of the plate, that's the guy that you're going to see many times coming up big.
And he chases a high fastball there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And we're back. Now it's the DH, number 6.
Matthew Lugo.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And that's in the dirt. And it's 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Rick Moore. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 1 out, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
2 down, nobody on. That's ripped. Base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Jalen Palmer digs in now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
2-2 the count.
There's a ball. Safe at
safe.
second, and that was not close. Runner at second, 2 down here on opening day. And that misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one ripped into right, and it goes just foul. Strike 3, throws him with the front door slider. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Jacob Brady. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one outside. And it's 2-2.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
That one missed. Yeah, Fillmore, kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's umpire, but really consistent, very fair. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie, and trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
Now here is Ethan Teal. Nabs it, 2 down.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Michael.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the rookie DH. 2 outs, base is empty. And that is out of play. Two outs. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. That'll make it out of here. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job. I'm sure he wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round tripper.
Here's the rookie third baseman. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line to left. And that is that. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. On to the 3rd inning. And now the first baseman, number 3. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Now the left fielder. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. Next pitch is outside. Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. He's safe. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Stays alive. That one down the line, and that's just foul. The 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder. And a swing and a miss.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, number 8.
Montgomery.
Here's a 1-1. Inside, just missed. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and that's a foul ball. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Boone has a beat on it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jordan.
Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter will be the shortstop. Two down, nobody on. Fought off foul. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And there's a hit. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, and he's out.
Yeah, you're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. New pitcher now, Jairo Iriarte.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Leading off, Anthony Mulrine. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3.
He goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Stepping in, Paul Lugo. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. And we're back. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, number 1. And that one popped in the air, left field. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Jacob.
Here's the left fielder. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's down and away.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone. Counts full, 3-2. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Now batting,
Jacob Brady, the next to hit.
Brady.
Misses off the inside. Ball 2.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
2 outs. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to the top of the 5th we go. The Rebels out front here, 3-1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Nasim Nunez. And now 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To the right side, and that chance handled. Slings to first, 1 away here in the 5th.
The third baseman, number 8, Jalen Palmer.
Now the third baseman, Jalen Palmer. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one's carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So they make short work of him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rebels have the lead, 3-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Now batting.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ball two.
Misses inside, and a count 2-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
One down. Here's the third baseman. That one at 95 missed up top, and a count 2-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And now the center fielder. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Runner at second, 2 down. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
3-2.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And gone. His first homer of the year. It's 3-3.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's the second baseman. 2 down, nobody on. And that one is inside. And that one missing low.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
2 outs. Right through there for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Number 14 up and throwing. Lerma getting loose as well. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop. And now 2 balls and a strike. Strike on the inside corner.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. In the air, right field. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, number 40. This to third, and that one handled. Throws across the diamond. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. This one in the air. Brady settles under it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Randy DeJesus.
Now it's the right fielder.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That one the other way. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied up at 3 apiece. Number 14 on to pitch out of the pen here.
Now pitching, Brett Carey.
And now the right fielder.
For the Tigers, the right fielder, Eddie Hart.
So now 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Victor Vodnik appears to be getting loose. Medeiros warming up as well. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now the left fielder.
The left fielder, Jacob.
All tied up here on opening day. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Top of inning number 7, and here's the catcher, Anthony Mulrine. Here's a 1-1. swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
The batter, the designated hitter, Matthew.
Next is the designated hitter.
That's ball 2. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And it's even up.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Elvis Peguero getting ready to go. Cortez, the lefty, warming up as well. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now it's the second baseman.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Check on the runner, and he dives back in safely. Outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Runner takes off. This one in the air right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 2, Nassim Nunez.
So up next, Nassim Nunez. Two outs. That's towards center. Montgomery makes the play, and that'll do it. And we're back. And now number 5. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Throw off line, he's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
And now the DH. And a count 1-2. With the go-ahead run at first, here the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now the third baseman.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that one off the outside edge. Missed with a changeup. 3-1.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it. And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And that's ball 4. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Here's the center fielder.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's the second baseman. 2 on, 2 outs. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him looking. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Jalen Palmer.
The third baseman, Jalen Palmer.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Go ahead run on base. Cook now at the plate. And now 2-1.
2-1.
That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Movement in the bullpen. Mason Adams. The closer is getting loose. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. Around third. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe. 4-3. They take the lead. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Boone will hit next. Man at second. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2-2 the count.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch outside. Not in time. He's safe. 3-2. Ripped to first. Caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And the batter will be the shortstop.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
Rocketed out towards right center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. In comes the runner from third, and they lead by 2. Now a relay to second.
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jairo Iriarte won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Wan Young Tan.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. That's out to center field. Montgomery snags it on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
So digging in, Anthony Mulrine. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. They limit the damage here. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Rebels on top here, 5-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Victor Vodnik.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the shortstop. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball.
Action in the pen down there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
McGann, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Swing and a foul out of play. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
1 down, base is empty. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Struck him out swinging. Gassed it right by him.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, Any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And here is number 17 in there. And so now 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And no one can get there. And that keeps the inning alive.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jacob Brady. Tying run at the plate. And downstairs. The tying run at the plate.
Ball 3.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And there's a foul ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
2 outs. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Throw over to first, and he's back in easily. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. 9th inning coming up. The Rebels with the lead, 5-3. And we're back. Now it's the DH, number 6.
Matthew Lugo.
The 1-1. And misses inside. High fly ball out towards left center. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Christian.
Now it's the second baseman.
Moore.
There's a strike. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Montgomery moving under this one. And there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 2,
Nasim Nunez getting ready to hit. Two down, nobody on. That's way outside. And it's 2-1. Swings through that one.
2-2 the count.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The third baseman, number 8, Jalen.
Now the third baseman, Jalen Palmer. Two outs. Hard hit left side. Sends it to first, and the inning is over. So 1 hit is all they get. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Rebels lead it 5-3. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Mac Gann. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Moore makes the grab. 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So they're down to their final out. And the batter now, number 23. Ball to strike. Swing and a foul straight back. This could end it. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.